Hi anyone, I'm Burkle, and welcome back to another episode on the Skyfall SMP. In between episodes, I've been working on this cliff with Gekka, and I've been loving the gradient. But for today's plans, I want to make all the dyes. So yeah, follow me into the garage, and I'm gonna go over what the plans are for each dye. So behind me is everything I would need to get all the dyes left. So in between episodes, I built up a cactus farm because that's kind of boring. So I just left that to be in between. Two tall flower farms to get pink and magenta. The shifting flower farm, which I think I'm going to get red and yellow from that. So I don't really need the two tall flower farm, but I'm going to do it just to get the flowers whenever I need it. Then the shifting flower farm to get the blue, the yellow, the gray, as well as red. To power those, I need a bone meal farm, so I'm going to build one of those. The cocoa bean farm for brown dye, and a wither rose farm. With that, you can craft the rest of the dyes, and that's pretty much everything. So I'm going to show you the cactus farm and where I'm going to be building the bone meal farm. Alright, so we're in the basement of the newest house with the concrete converter and the mud converter. The terracotta storage as well. I've made this hallway a bit bigger and added this cactus farm. It's a small cactus farm. Anyway, this is where the bone meal farm is gonna go, and these are the places where the two tall flower farms are gonna go, and this is where I found some of the blue flowers spawning. I've just been placing grass and bone mealing areas, trying to find where different flowers are spawning to get different dyes. Yeah, I'm gonna build up this bone meal farm. It's the etho one, so it's from all four sides and it provides enough to sustain itself, I think. Here's everything you need to make it. It's not too much stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna build it up now. Alright, that was a fun build, I think. To me this is the kind of build that's fun. It goes up in layers. It's a very understandable build when you break it down into its components. So we can start from the beginning explaining it. Here is the on and off switch. You could also just power it once if you want to just give it a test. It's just on a clock here. This is an etho hopper clock, as it is coined. Not sure exactly how many items. I think 7 items is how many I have in there on a clock. And every time it does it, it gives a 2 pulse signal out of here, which then follows this redstone line along several things. It will go up here, making this piston crush whatever's on top of here. Then it will bone meal that moss, which will bone meal the stone underneath here. It also follows along that redstone line, which will then push the pistons along, crushing the moss as well. So in essence, it's just a moss farm. The redstone line goes all the way around and then into this redstone extender, which flips this redstone torch, which allows the water to be released from the trapdoors. This is something different from Ethos, that he uses dispensers and uses like a double click. I just prefer the extender, I think. And that's pretty much the extent of the farm, minus the collection system. which I'm doing everything into bone meal. If I want to get some moss later, I'll make a smaller moss farm. I don't need that much moss. It just produces so quickly, especially from something like this. So I'd rather just make bone meal. So what's next? What's next is we need to work on the flower farms. I found over here we also get blue flowers. So I'm gonna figure out a flower farm design and build that shifting floor design over here. We'll get the gray, yellow, some red, and blue. And that's pretty good for the flowers. And then I'll put over here, or maybe on this side, the 2 tall flower farms and the cocoa bean farm. That way we would get all the colors minus black, and we'll have to make a weather rose farm after that. So I'm gonna work on this design and be right back with you. Here's the flower farm in action. It's pretty simple, actually. It's a clock on that piston over there. When you pull the lever, that will push these pistons back and forth. That note block changes state, so every time it gets pushed, so it will push him back. So I don't have like a wire running across. I hated that, so I made sure to have that. Inside of here, we have all the rest of the redstone. We have that clock we talked about. Then we have this clock that is running the water, so we can just run this continuously and we don't have to like jump in there, collect everything, or just have it collect at the end of the cycle. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Everything collects over here. I need to finish up the rest of this room. I guess that's what I'm going to work on next. But these are all the flowers that we get. So really useful for lots of diet. While I was finishing that room, I remembered, oh, I have a shop. I should probably check that out and check out the rest of the shopping district, because I'm sure that there's stuff that's changed at least a little bit. Yeah, there's some stuff. Oh, there's something else down here. There's a bookcase down there. There's something huge up here. This is from Moonshine. The Lunar Armory. That's cool. You ever need stuff? Oh, it's just books? Oh, that's awesome. People are getting on stuff. People are getting in their business. Their businesses are getting on it. Oh, he's using the armor stand stuff. Hooray! I love it when people use the armor stand stuff. I don't need to shop right now, but I might in the future. Over here in Davis's area, let's see what else. He's got a bookshop as well. All books are 2 diamond per book. Welcome to the oversized bookshelf. Oh, I crashed. Oh wow, I'm up here now. So 2 diamonds per book. Kept it with my pricing. That's nice. So I think everyone's just going to keep it to my pricing. What is that? That's awesome. Some parkour to get over to it, but I'm lazy. This honey shop is going here. I guess it's not finished yet, but that's awesome. Good job, honey. I want to see some leaves up there, though. I see you're going to do it. Let's see. The only thing left to do is check out my shop. Okay, it's been a while since I've checked out profits, so I'm gonna do like a quick sweep, just check it out, see what's left. I don't think there's gonna be much left. Okay, so holy cow. Profits today is about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 stacks plus 5 diamonds. And that just adds to our total. What is going on? Why is there snow everywhere all the time? The holidays. These holidays. Good riddance. Ah, humbug. And I add this to the diamond total. So that gives us 9, 10, 11 and a half stacks plus 23 of Gecko's diamonds. 12 stacks of diamonds from just the shop bringing in profits. And that's pretty good. Problem here is with this kind of shop, it is hard to see what we have available and to get to everything. It's also a little unsafe because I had some creeper explosions and stuff I've heard, but everyone's been great and put everything back pretty perfectly. So yeah, I think a shop upgrade is going to be coming in the near future, so stay tuned for that in the next episode, I think. But yeah, I'm going to get back to building up the flower farms. Alright, here we are back in the flower farm bone meal area, and all of the function for the room is done. The walls are up, ceiling is in, so it's technically done. The room is functionally done, but form follows function, and I want to make it similar to the sheep farm. If you don't remember what that looks like, I'm gonna do a quick pop over to there right now. Alright, so we're in the garage of my first home, and here's the entrance to the sheep farm. We kind of got like a organic industrial style at the same time. But yeah, I like this organic style. I like the industrialness of it still. Feels industrial, feels like it's overgrown. It gives it some character. Everything is still super functional, but the form is something different, and it has like art style on the wall. Just a little different. So I'm gonna kind of make something similar to this in that room. Okay, so I want to bring you in with my thought process. So here are the places that I want to put trees. I just don't want to completely block the space to walk. There's other ways. So I'm just laying these dirt patches out, and then I'm gonna put trees here holding up the canopy, similar to that sheep farm that had the canopy above with the lights and everything, and it would give it a much more organic, overgrown feel, and hopefully look a lot better than this kind of industrial blockiness of everything that's going on now. So a slight problem. The lava from the stone generators kind of will catch fire to the trees. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do over there. I just gotta make sure that there's a gap between the lava and the canopy up top. I'll just do the... Does moss doesn't catch fire. I'll just do hanging moss above that instead. So how interesting.
I lied.
Yeah, we just turned fire tick off instead, and I think it's prettier. This room is done, and I started to complete the area for the next room. So we got some of the function done in this room. We got all the colors on this wall. We got our cactus farm. Over here will be the 2 tall flowers, and then over this way will be the cocoa bean farm. Then we get all the colors minus black and technically gray, because we need black for gray. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna build up these flower farms and the cocoa farm and be right back. Feels good to finish a room, doesn't it? Everything is done in here. The 2 tall flower farms are done. They produce pretty quickly. You just put in whatever bone meal you put in, are the flowers that you get out, and then you get double the dyes, so that's pretty good. I've been spending my time cranking these out, filling this up, and just transforming flowers into dyes. So I just want to get these chests completely full, and it's a slow burn, but I'm getting them all done. Now the only remaining ones are the regular gray and black, because I'm slowly filling in the rest just in these rooms. But to get those, we need to get the black, and the easiest way to get that, in my opinion, is probably to get wither roses. So I'm going to set up a wither rose farm with Gekka. It's probably going to be the Razework one, and set that up real quickly and just be done with this project, because now we'll have all the dyes and be able to get all the terracottas and concretes. And I guess also glasses, so that's cool. I'm in the end, and the Wither Rose farm is working fabulously. I already got a shulker box full of roses in my hand right now. The way that this farm works is that the endermen spawn up here, they go after the endermite in the minecart, they go down this tunnel. This wither is trapped inside the bedrock. It's trying to shoot this chicken, but it will bounce off all of its projectiles off of this water, and it's gonna just never hit the chicken. That's good, but it still does its explosions, killing the enderman, and we get the roses in here, and then the ender pearls get thrown into the void. I kind of just wanted some endstone, so I just dug to the void. But yeah, that's pretty much all that this is. It's a cool design by Razeworks, so thanks to him for making it. I think that's all we're gonna do today, because that satisfies our need to get all the dyes. With this, we are able to get black and gray, and that gets us all 16 colors. So hooray! Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, thanks again.